Over 11,000 years old, Göbekli Tepe in Turkey is considered the world's first temple. Built long before the pyramids or Stonehenge, its massive stone pillars raise questions about who built it, why, and how such an advanced site existed so early in human history. Göbekli Tepe is located in southeastern Turkey, near the city of In the 1960s, locals found fragments of pottery while digging for clay to make bricks. This led to the discovery of a large prehistoric settlement that became known as Tel Göbekli El Hobus. Then in the 1990s, archaeologists unearthed structures made of massive T-shaped pillars, some reaching nearly 6 meters high. They dated these structures to around 9600 BC, making them older than the Egyptian pyramids by 4,000 years and predating Stonehenge by 7,000 years. It is believed they were part of a cult center used by nomadic hunter-gatherers during the late Pleistocene era. To date, 5 enclosures have been discovered with more than 200 pillars arranged in circles, D-shapes, and other configurations. Most are adorned with intricate reliefs of animals such as lions, bulls, gazelles, snakes, and spiders. Some also feature humanoid figures and abstract designs. Archaeologists don't know what these images represent, or if they hold any deeper meaning. There are also numerous holes, some filled with animal bones and other organic material. It is not clear if these were used for burials or as storage containers or their intended purpose altogether. Who built Göbekli Tepe, and why remains a mystery as well. It was constructed around the time when humans were transitioning from a nomadic lifestyle to settled agriculture, a process known as the Neolithic Revolution. However, archaeologists haven't uncovered any evidence of farming or animal domestication at the site. This suggests that those who built it likely still relied on hunting and gathering for sustenance. Some have speculated that Göbekli Tepe was a communal effort involving multiple groups who came together, periodically, to worship at the site. Alternatively, it could have been the center of a larger settlement that has since been destroyed. What we do know is that it took a lot of work to construct. Each pillar was carved using primitive stone tools, then hauled to its final resting place. Many weigh several tons. Archaeologists believe the builders may have dragged the stones using a combination of manpower and wooden rollers, a technique that has been practiced for thousands of years. Considering the site's remote location away from rivers and transportation routes, this would have been a monumental task. But perhaps even more puzzling is the question of where the builders got such advanced ideas. Göbekli Tepe's pillars are so well crafted that they resemble the work of later civilizations by several thousand years. To put this in perspective, think of someone building the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin with the same technology available to our Paleolithic ancestors. How did those who lived at Göbekli Tepe develop such sophisticated skills? Was there a culture with a higher level of technology that we have yet to discover? Or did humans somehow invent advanced concepts independently more than once? These are just some of the many questions that continue to baffle researchers today. One theory to explain Göbekli Tepe's origins is that it was influenced by a previously unknown advanced culture, one that predated Sumer and the civilizations of the Fertile Crescent. If true, this would challenge our understanding of human history and suggest that humanity had achieved a much higher level of development than previously thought. However, there is currently no concrete evidence to support this idea. Another explanation is that Göbekli Tepe represents a sudden and unexpected leap forward in human consciousness. According to some research, the Neolithic Revolution caused significant changes in the way humans interacted with their environment and each other. These changes may have triggered an explosion of creativity and innovation, leading to the construction of monuments like Göbekli Tepe. However, this remains speculative and requires further investigation. There is also the possibility that Göbekli Tepe was constructed by a lost civilization that has been forgotten over time. If true, this would suggest that there were multiple centers of civilization during the Paleolithic era, not just the one we know about in Mesopotamia. Again, there is no archaeological evidence to support this theory, but it continues to capture the imaginations of some experts. What we can say for sure is that Göbekli Tepe pushed back the timeline for major human achievements by several thousand years. It forces us to reevaluate our assumptions about how and why ancient societies developed and raises fascinating questions about the potential capabilities of our ancestors. In addition to challenging conventional theories about human development, Göbekli Tepe has raised concerns about its preservation. The site is located in an area prone to earthquakes and erosion, which has already caused some damage to the structures. Additionally, it is vulnerable to looting and vandalism due to its remote location and lack of security. To protect it, the Turkish government has taken several measures, including establishing a museum nearby and restricting access to certain areas. They are also working with international organizations to develop conservation plans and raise public awareness about the site's importance. The story of Göbekli Tepe is far from over. As researchers continue to investigate its origins and purpose, they may uncover new information that sheds light on the dawn of human civilization. Who knows? We may one day learn that those who built it possessed knowledge and skills far beyond anything we ever imagined. In fact, it seems plausible that somewhere else on Earth, there are undiscovered sites just as perplexing. What other mysteries might be hidden beneath the soil, just waiting to be uncovered? Göbekli Tepe is located in a region known as the Fertile Crescent, an area that also includes parts of modern-day Syria, Jordan, and Lebanon. This region is believed to be where agriculture first developed around 10,000 BC, although there is some debate over whether it was here or in another area of the Middle East. The adoption of farming allowed humans to settle down in one place and grow their own food, rather than constantly moving in search of sustenance. This led to population growth, the development of villages, and eventually cities. During the Neolithic period, humans began to domesticate animals such as sheep, goats, and cattle, which provided them with a new source of food and could be used for labor. They also started to use pottery, which helped preserve food and store water. By 8000 BC, the Fertile Crescent was home to several large settlements with populations of several hundred people. However, it is unclear if those who lived there had the same level of technology and societal complexity as the people who built Göbekli Tepe. What makes Göbekli Tepe so unique is the sophistication of its architecture and artwork. The T-shaped pillars are unlike anything else from the Paleolithic era, and the detailed carvings suggest a high level of skill and artistry. This raises questions about the culture that produced it. Were the people who built Göbekli Tepe more advanced than other societies in the region? Did they have access to technologies or knowledge that we're not aware of? Or were they simply more creative and innovative? The discovery of Göbekli Tepe has forced archaeologists to reconsider everything they thought they knew about human history. It was originally thought that settled agriculture was a prerequisite for complex society. But Göbekli Tepe dates back to a time when humans were still primarily hunter-gatherers. This suggests that other factors may be at play. Perhaps the desire to worship or the need for a sense of community and belonging was strong enough to motivate humans to come together and build something truly special. In addition to challenging conventional theories about human development, Göbekli Tepe highlights the importance of preserving cultural heritage. The site is a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of our ancestors, and it reminds us of the fragility of human achievement. As we continue to explore the secrets of Göbekli Tepe, we owe it to future generations to protect and preserve this invaluable part of our shared history. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and joining us in our quest to explore the mysteries of the ancient world.